When it comes, guys, to finding the equation of a real life graph, it is actually exactly the same as finding the equation of a regular graph. In this case, we can see that we have a straight line, and we are going to use exactly the same method as we usually would to find its equation. Let me show you what I mean. The question says, use the following graph to write an equation for the volume of water, V, we can see that on the y-axis, in the bucket at time, t, we can see that on the x-axis, in the form v equals mt plus c. So what do we actually have going on here? We actually have a regular straight line. The normal equation of a straight line is y equals mx plus c. The only difference here is that we've swapped the y for a v and we've swapped the x for a t. We can see that just like the y normally is, the v is on the vertical axis, and just like the x normally is, the t is on the horizontal axis. So we're going to use the same method. The m is going to be the gradient of the line, the c is going to be the y-intercept. So we have to think of those two things, the gradient and the y-intercept. When we have them, we can just plug them into that equation, v equals mt plus c. So first off, how do we find the y-intercept? Well, the y-intercept is the point where the line crosses the y-axis, in this case the v-axis, and we can see that it crosses the axis at the point 0, 20. So in this case, we can say that the value of c is equal to 20 because the axes intercept, the y-axis, the v-axis intercept is 20. Now, what about the value of m, our gradient? How do we work out the gradient of a straight line, guys? We take 2 points and we do rise over run. We do change in y divided by change in x. We can see that we've been given 2 points here. We have the point 0, 20 and we have the point 60, 60. What's our change in y, guys? Well, in the y direction, we go from 20 to 60, so the change is plus 40. And what about in the x direction? The change is from oh, did I say that wrong? No, I didn't. The change is from 0 to 60, so it's going to be a change of plus 60. So we go 60 across in the x direction and 40 up in the y direction. Let me just write change in y divided by change in x to make that super clear. We can simplify this, guys, dividing top and bottom both by 20. 40 divided by 20 is 2, 60 divided by 20 is 3, so our gradient there is 2 over 3. Final step, guys, we're going to substitute our values for the gradient and the y-intercept into our equation, v equals mt plus c. So we're going to have v equals, m is going to be the gradient, 2 over 3, then we have our t plus our y-intercept of 20. We get our answer, guys, v equals 2 over 3 t plus 20. What did we do? We treated this just like a regular line, worked out our y-intercept, worked out our gradient, and then substituted those both into our equation.